they go to the wall many times in the book, but here's one of the times. Okay. Natalie felt as if her brain was turned into 1,000 radio stations at the same time. She imagined that she heard the many voices emanating not only at this moment, but also the thousands of voices that had spoken at this wall for thousands of years, still praying for God in the endless loop, praying to God in the endless loop of hope, desperation, frustration, eagerness, lust, and despair. All of it was right here, close enough to touch. Maybe Maggie felt something similar. Suddenly she gushed, "Wow, this is so amazing." Natalie took a place at the wall and again put her hands on the giant stone in front of her. She decided not to pray, since it might be too risky. You know, the thought of, be careful what you pray for. She decided not to pray, since it might be too risky. She closed her eyes and let her hands move over the stones. They were warm and smooth to the touch. She breathed slowly and stood there silently. Suddenly, she became aware of a small piece of paper she accidentally removed from between the stone she was holding and the next stone. She opened it up, and as she did so, remembered that lots of people put their prayers on tiny papers and lodged them into the wall's crevices. The prayers were then supposed to reach God after you left the wall. "Oh, I shouldn't be opening this," she said to herself, "but I can't stop now. I'll put it back in a minute." She read the short note. "Please, God, let me to my own self be true, Liz." Natalie rolled the note back up and wedged it back between the stones. Maggie asked her why she looked puzzled. "I just read someone else's prayer that could have been there for years, and the strangest thing was, it's exactly what I should have prayed for but didn't have the words. Until I accidentally touched someone else's prayer. That's so weird." "Well, maybe there's a God after all," Maggie said. "Let's go. I'm excited about joining you and Jack tonight. We don't even know if he's bringing a man or a woman with him. I'm going to guess a man. Anyway, I'm going to dress to kill. It'll be fun." "Sure," Natalie said. "Lots of fun." A lie, she thought. "Oh well, I'm digging myself into this mess. I'll find a way to dig myself out." So this does combine several of the different issues going on. But in terms of the wall and this sort of sense of realization that we have to be true to ourselves and we have to come back to ourselves again and again, I think is even more of a universal theme than just at one age, like around 40 to 50. We have to do it over and over again. And we're always getting pulled. Everybody seems to want us not to do it. We're always in some situation where somebody wants us to be what they want us to be, or accomplish what they think we should accomplish, or have the same interests, that they have. And it doesn't have to be a spouse. It can be a kid, a grandkid, even. I think girlfriends were pretty sensitive. We try very hard not to do that with each other. But the point is that as we relate, we're always being in tugs of war